Did you know that most people over 60 are unknowingly making daily choices that drastically reduce their chances of living past 80? And we're not talking about obvious things like smoking or skipping exercise. The real culprits are far more subtle, hidden in your daily routine, your mindset, and even your relationships. In this video, we're revealing the shocking reasons why many seniors won't make it to 80, and more importantly, the simple changes you can start today to not only live longer, but live better. Stay with us, because what you'll discover may change your life. Part 1. The hidden threats you don't see. We often imagine aging as a gradual decline, a slow and predictable process. But the truth is, for many people, the body doesn't simply wear out. It shuts down rapidly, triggered by long-term habits, chronic stress, and silent conditions that build up over time. For example, let's talk about inflammation, the so-called silent killer. Chronic low-grade inflammation increases with age, and it has been directly linked to heart disease, Alzheimer's, arthritis, and even depression. Here's the scary part. You can have dangerous levels of inflammation without any obvious symptoms. One study from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors with higher inflammation markers had a 4 times greater risk of early death, even if they looked healthy on the outside. And what causes this inflammation? Processed foods, poor sleep, lack of movement, but also loneliness. That's right. Loneliness is now considered more dangerous than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. After retirement, many seniors lose their sense of purpose, their daily routine, and their connection to others. The result? Emotional isolation that quietly attacks both mental and physical health. Part 2. What happens to the body after 60? Aging changes everything. After the age of 60, your metabolism slows, your hormone levels shift, and your muscle mass naturally declines. Muscle loss, also called sarcopenia, is one of the most underestimated health threats in old age. It doesn't just affect strength. It impacts balance, mobility, and even your ability to fight off illness. Did you know that people with low muscle mass have a higher risk of dying from infections, cancer, and cardiovascular disease? And yet, most seniors don't prioritize muscle health. They walk a little, maybe stretch, but they don't do what's truly needed: resistance training, even in small amounts. A Harvard study showed that seniors who performed light strength training twice a week lived longer and maintained independence far better than their peers. And what about the brain? After 60, your brain begins to shrink. But cognitive decline isn't inevitable. Memory loss, fogginess, even early dementia can be slowed, and sometimes reversed by simple habits like daily learning, social engagement, and omega-3 rich diets. So why don't most people follow these habits? Because they don't realize how powerful they are. Most people assume decline is automatic, but in reality, your body listens to what you do every day. Part 3. Nutrition, the lifeline you're ignoring. It's no secret that food plays a major role in how we age. But many seniors follow diets that are either outdated or incomplete, missing the very nutrients that could extend their lives by years. As we get older, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing vital nutrients like vitamin D, B12, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids. And this isn't just a nutritional issue, it's a survival issue. Let's take vitamin D, for example. Nearly 70% of people over the age of 65 are deficient in this critical nutrient. And yet, vitamin D is essential for immune function, brain health, and especially bone density. Seniors with low vitamin D levels are far more likely to suffer fractures, and a hip fracture at 75 or 80 is often the beginning of a rapid health decline. Then there's protein. Contrary to popular belief, seniors actually need more protein than younger adults, not less. The reason? Your body becomes resistant to the muscle-building signals from food. Without sufficient high-quality protein, you lose muscle rapidly, leading to weakness, falls, and dependency. And what do most elderly diets consist of? Toast, tea, processed soup, low-fat everything. These are soft, easy to digest, but almost completely void of real nutrition. Add in a few sugary snacks and minimal water intake, and you've got the perfect recipe for early decline. Part 4. The myth of rest. Why sitting is slowly killing you. One of the most dangerous myths about aging is the idea that seniors should take it easy. After decades of hard work, many people over 60 are told to relax, rest, and avoid overexertion. But there's a huge difference between healthy rest and chronic inactivity. Studies now show that sitting for more than 8 hours a day, without frequent movement, is associated with a 46% increased risk of death from any cause. Why? Because inactivity triggers a domino effect. Blood flow slows, metabolism drops, insulin resistance increases, and inflammation soars. This isn't just about fitness, it's about survival. A sedentary lifestyle leads to muscle atrophy, weakened heart function, increased blood pressure, and slower digestion. But the good news? You don't need a gym or intense workouts to change your future. Simple daily movement, like light walking, standing up every 30 minutes, gardening, or gentle tai chi, can dramatically reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and cognitive decline. Movement is medicine, and every day you stay still, your body forgets how to protect itself. Part 5. The Mental Trap. Why your mindset might be the real killer. The body follows the mind, and after 60, this connection becomes stronger than ever. Seniors who believe that aging equals decline are more likely to die earlier, even if their health status is identical to those with a positive outlook. It's called the expectation effect, and it's one of the most powerful psychological forces ever studied. A groundbreaking study by Yale University found that seniors with positive beliefs about aging lived 7.5 years longer than those with negative beliefs. That's longer than the effect of quitting smoking. So how does mindset kill? It creates habits of helplessness. Seniors who believe they're too old to learn, to move, or to change their diet don't. And as a result, their body deteriorates faster. They avoid social situations, skip physical activity, and withdraw from life. This self-imposed isolation leads to depression, which has been shown to reduce life expectancy by up to 10 years. Add to that the cognitive impact of chronic stress and fear, and you've got a perfect storm for early death. But here's the breakthrough. This can be reversed. With small, daily acts of engagement, a conversation, a walk, learning a new skill, helping others, you begin to rewire your brain to thrive, not decline. Part 6. The most overlooked killer. Poor sleep. We often think of sleep as optional, especially as we age. I'm just a light sleeper now, some say. Others wake up frequently during the night, blaming it on age. But poor sleep isn't just annoying. It's lethal. Lack of sleep affects every system in the body. Your immune system weakens. Your brain doesn't detoxify properly. Your blood pressure rises. Your memory suffers. And your ability to regulate blood sugar crashes. Seniors who consistently sleep less than 6 hours per night are at higher risk of stroke, heart attack, dementia, and early death. Yet many brush it off, taking sleep medications without addressing the root causes. Poor evening habits, screen exposure, caffeine, alcohol, or undiagnosed sleep apnea. What's the solution? It starts with rhythm. The brain responds powerfully to routine, waking and sleeping at the same time every day, reducing blue light at night, keeping the bedroom cool and quiet. Herbal teas, magnesium supplements, and guided meditations also help reset the cycle naturally. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a cornerstone of long life. So let's go back to our original question. Why do so many elderly people die before 80? It's not just genetics. It's not just fate. It's a series of overlooked choices, made daily, year after year, that either preserve life or shorten it. Inflammation, inactivity, malnutrition, isolation, hopelessness, poor sleep. But here's the empowering truth. It's never too late to change. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 85, your body is listening. Every positive action you take, every step, every healthy meal, every deep breath sends a message to your body. I'm not done yet. Aging isn't about avoiding death. It's about adding life to your years. More energy, more clarity, more connection, more purpose. You deserve that, and it starts today. If this video resonated with you, please share it with a friend or a loved one who needs to hear this message. Subscribe for more life-changing tips on senior health, longevity, and wellness. and drop a comment below. What small change are you starting today?